Live from the campus of Bellarmine University, this is a special edition, a rerun of yesterday's show featuring Richie Trotter from the Motor Company. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've had an overwhelming support, so this is another round for that. And we have a very special guest over here, live on air. Hi Richie, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Happy to be here, buddy. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for accepting our invite to be featured on Bellarmine Radio. We really appreciate that.
I appreciate the invite. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and we have had an overwhelming response yesterday on our main show, so we thought of rerunning it once again for the pleasure of those who may have been going from place to place and, having a little bit of difficulty. So I'm happy to give Richie another shot at this, and the response was really great. So great job, Richie.
Wow, thank you so much, buddy.
Yeah, and we'll get to much more of Richie Trotter very soon. This is Retro and Modern Hits with me, Elton AJ, live from the campus of Bellarmine University, where we have a very special guest today. If you're just tuning in on the show, it's Richie Trotter from Richie Trotter and the Motor Company. Hi, Richie, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. How about you?
Awesome. It's been such a blast to have you over here on Bellarmine Radio. How has the week been so far?
It's been great, man. Weather's been great this week. It's starting to warm up a little bit, and it's just been a good time.
Awesome. Yeah, and your music, Son of a Beach, is apt for this kind of time of the week, I guess, because the weather is like the highest, I believe, today. So that's going to make people out and about and listen to you on the radio. So that's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Tell them to be blasting it while they're out in the warm weather, soaking up the sun. That's what this song's all about.
Yep. And getting to that a bit, this track, Son of a Beach, has a laid-back, fun energy. What was the inspiration behind it?
The inspiration was I was walking our dog in our neighborhood, and it just felt like I was at the beach, but unfortunately I live in Nashville, and there's not a beach close by. There's some lakes, and I passed a house that nearby that had, a parrot on their front porch, and it just looked like it was in Key West, Florida or something, and I thought of Jimmy Buffett, and just an idea popped in my head, like, man, I wish I could, just move to the coast, sell everything, move to the coast, and live like Jimmy Buffett. So that was the inspiration for this.
Nice. Yeah. I guess you are a beach person, right?
I just love, not working, I guess. The beach is fun. I also love the mountains. I mean, just anywhere.
Right. This song has that Zac Brown Band meets Kenny Chesney feel. How do you balance your country, rock, and pop in your music?
Yeah, I don't know. I was born country in North Carolina, and I've always listened to rock and roll, so that's just what I was raised in. I guess that's what comes out of me.
Lovely. That's awesome. Yeah, I love the classic rock, and that's what drew me to you. In fact, I found Richie Trotter and the Motor Company from an Instagram post. So for all you social media people out there who love to use TikTok, I'm not there on TikTok, but you can do some great things on social media if you really use it well. So yeah, I'm glad to have connected with you and all my artists who I've had on the show. It's really been a pleasure. Beach theme songs are timeless. Tracks like Margaritaville and Kokomo have lasted for decades. What do you think makes this a really good beach anthem song in your opinion?
I would say that it's just a feel-good song that, it brings you the joy and just the fun vibe of, being somewhere. Even if you're not at the beach, you could still imagine it, and, it really lifts your spirits and, keeps you positive.
Awesome. That's really great. And now, everyone who's tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, and all of you lovely listeners out there, this is Son of a Beach by Richie Trotter and the Motor Company. Enjoy.
Now I wanna sell it all and move to the coast. Take early retirement and buy
This is Retro and Modern Hits and me, Elton AJ. We are having a very special guest on today. His name is Richie Trotter from Richie Trotter and the Motor Company. He will be joining us any second right now. Richie, how are you?
Doing great. How are you doing, buddy?
I am doing well. Hope you are enjoying the music as much as I am.
Oh, absolutely. This is my kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. We will be diving into one of Richie's songs, Falling Again. Richie, this song has an emotional depth to it. What personal experience or influences helped shape it?
Well, this song is inspired by my girlfriend. You know, it's just when I see her, it's just like falling in love again every time. So that's the theme for the song. Is when you have that one special person in your life that every time you see him, it's like, here we go again, falling in love.
Exactly. Yeah, I know what you mean. And how did she take the song when you gave it to her?
She loved it. I mean, I think she's a great critic for my stuff. She's not a super musical person. She loves music but doesn't play or anything, but she does sing some. But she, you know, when she gets a song that she likes, she lets me know, and this was one of those.
Lovely. I mean, yeah. For instance, like as we spoke about it during the first show that we did yesterday, I don't read notes at all, but I love music and I can play by ear. So everyone has their own way of appreciating music, and if you can do it that way and still, you know, have a good vibe, that's amazing.
Yeah, man. I think, you know, music makes the world go around. You might not be able to play it or read music, but
Exactly.
you feel it, and, you know, that's what it's all about.
The feeling is more important than just looking at something on a sheet of paper and then just playing it, because otherwise what's the point? At least for me, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a strong connection between this song and classic songs like from Fleetwood Mac, Glen Campbell. Were those an inspiration for you?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I listen to a lot of classic rock music and older country, newer country, like from when I was a kid, and it's just all of that stuff that I've listened to influences all the music that I make. I feel like it just pours through me, you know what I mean?
Right.
It influences me, and I try to make stuff that takes influence from that, and, you know, hopefully sounds as good as that, but I'll never be as good as those. Those are my favorite kinds of music, and, you know.
I mean, one day I'm pretty sure you are going to be a superstar, so don't sell yourself short. That's why I'm very picky on who I bring onto my show, so I have very high standards, and you meet those standards. I'll say that right now.
Wow, thank you so much, Elton.
Yeah, of course. And if you could collaborate with any artist, past or present, who would it be?
It would definitely be Tom Petty. He's my favorite artist of all time.
Awesome. That's lovely. Would you like to give a small intro for this track, Falling Again by Richie Trotter and Motor Company?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a love song about falling over and over for that person you love, the one person in your life, and it's called Falling Again. I hope you enjoy it.
Awesome. This is Retro and Modern Hits with me, Elton AJ, with a very special guest, Richie Trotter from Richie Trotter and the Motor Company. This is Falling Again on air.
Here she comes again, walking up to me. From my toes to my fingertips, pure electricity. I tried to speak my mind, but I can't even think. 'Cause a girl like you're so fine, your eyes forget how to blink. She's got me falling in love again. Maybe I'm diving in. Each time our eyes meet, well, my heart skips a beat. I'm
And now we have Richie Trotter back on air. Hi, Richie.
Hello.
Hi. This has been a banger of a show. I'm enjoying every moment speaking with you.
It's a mutual feeling. I appreciate it.
Awesome. We are going to play now a track. I don't want to waste any more time. Can you speak a little bit about this?
Yeah, absolutely. This song was written for my girlfriend as a Christmas present because, I've just never feel like I can give enough, and, I feel like you always want to give a gift that has a lot of meaning to it, and what could have more meaning than a song written for that person. So I wrote this for her, and, it's just about finding that one person you want to be with, and, done wasting time trying to keep searching because you found them.
Yes, that's so true. Yeah, tell me about it. We don't want to waste any more time to find the right person that we want to be with. We don't want to play any more games. I really appreciate that you made a song like this. Did you channel any influences for this song, like from Tom Petty you mentioned? Did you use any of
I'd say
that?
Tom Petty and, a little bit of Def Leppard. And
Gotcha.
I'm a big fan of the song Fireflies by Owl City, if you remember
Oh,
that
yes,
one. And,
Fireflies.
Yeah,
That was
had some influence on here too. I mean, there's a mix of a few different songs that I love.
Right. Awesome. That's perfect. And ladies and gentlemen, everyone on Bellarmine Radio, this is I Don't Want to Waste Any More Time by the one and only Richie Trotter and the Motor Company. Enjoy.
I don't wanna waste any more time. At the moment that we cross paths, each of our hearts were shattered glass, broken by our troubled past, and looking for love that lasts. You had your world and I had mine, and just by fate our stars aligned. I knew the second your lips touched mine that I don't wanna waste any more time. Ooh, fate brought us together. Ooh, felt like it took forever. You were hard to find. I searched for all my life, and baby I'm holding on with all my might. Well, I don't ever want another lonely night. I don't ever want to have to say goodbye. I don't want to waste any more time. Times are tough and life was hard. We spent our first few months apart, but we both knew right from the start we would fix each other's hearts. 'Cause you had your world and I had mine. We knew the road would be an uphill climb, but we took a chance across that line, and I don't want to waste any more time. Ooh, fate brought us together. Ooh, felt like it took forever. You were hard to find. I searched for all my life, and baby I'm holding on with all my might. Well, I don't ever want another lonely night. I don't ever want to have to say goodbye. I don't want to waste any more time. I don't ever want another lonely night. I don't ever want to have to say goodbye. I don't want to waste any more time. No, I don't want to waste any more time. Moments pass just like a dream, always shorter than what they seem. But darling, you're a dream come true. I wanna make a life with you.
And now, for our guest singer in the studio, here we are going to switch it over. Here is Richie Trotter.
Hello.
Hi, Richie. Awesome. The song that I'm going to play right now, live on air, is such a powerful song. It's a message and has a meaning to it. Life's rules. Can you talk about that a little bit more?
Yeah, this song is, I was touring back in the day in a band, and just when you're riding in the back of a Durango to go to a gig, you have a lot of time to sit there and ponder things and think of ideas. And I just had an idea pop in my head while we were traveling, I think to Mississippi or somewhere, and just about the golden rule: treat others how you want to be treated. And I had these lines pop in my head: don't hurt nobody, don't be rude, and don't take nothing that doesn't belong to you. And I was like, that's
Lovely.
the rules of life. So I called this Life's Rules and wrote it down, and that was like, I would say about 10 years ago or so. And then just in the last few years, I was like, I need to finish that song and put it out. So here we are.
Awesome. I love the lyrics of that track. And it has a bit
Thank
of a classic rock mixed vibe with modern elements. Were there any artists that influenced this specific song?
Oh, definitely. I would say the biggest influence on this song would be Zac Brown Band, and just their style on I think it was their third record, Uncaged. They had a lot of kind of islandy type sounds and just upbeat music, and this is a song with a powerful message, but I wanted to keep it with a positive feeling behind it. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And songs like Free Falling by Tom Petty or even Take It Easy by the Eagles have a timeless storytelling quality. Do you see Life's Rules fitting into that tradition, of storytelling?
Yeah, I would say so, because, I talk about, learning the golden rule as a child and, being taught all these lessons throughout my life, and how I try to apply them every day in my own life today.
Right. And there are certain words in the track. They say it's hard to tell who's right. They say it's hard to tell who's wrong. But I think we've all been overthinking it all along. That really hits, everyone seems to be overthinking things. I can understand when you text, sometimes you don't give the full context, but you shouldn't just jump to conclusions if there's a misunderstanding, right?
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So, yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying, thank you for that. I agree with you, and, it's easy to overthink things, but sometimes you just got to get back to basics and, stay true to what you believe.
Awesome. Yes, so true. And would you like to give a small intro about the type of music and the kind of vibe you're dealing with in this song?
Yeah, this song's called Life's Rules. It's about staying positive and treating others as you want to be treated, and, it's just got a upbeat, fun vibe to it.
Awesome. Live from the studio, this is Richie Trotter and the Motor Company with Life's Rules. Enjoy.
When I was a youngin', I was taught one simple thing: be kind to everybody, no matter what they done to me. I know that I got the message, but now it seems so lost. Love is a forgotten word, and the world don't know the cost. They say it's hard to tell who's right, they say it's hard to tell who's wrong, but I think we've all been overthinking it all along. Don't hurt nobody, and don't be rude. Don't take nothing that doesn't belong to you. Live by this wisdom, 'cause it's the truth, and you'll be fine living within life's rules, yeah. Well, I don't judge the color of the person next to me, and I always give a helping hand to anyone in need. I don't think it's complicated, just take a look at the past. Love has always conquered hate, and we need to live like that, yeah. Don't hurt nobody, don't be rude. Don't take nothing that doesn't belong to you. be fine living within life's rules, yeah. Well, love is my religion, and love is my decree. Love is all that's ever really made much sense to me. Love for everybody, and love is always free. The more love that you give, then the more you will receive. Don't hurt nobody, don't be rude, don't take nothing that doesn't belong to you. Live by this wisdom, 'cause it's the truth, and you'll be fine living within life's rules. Don't hurt nobody, don't be rude, don't take nothing that doesn't belong to you. Live by this wisdom, 'cause it's the truth, and you'll be fine living within life's rules. You'll be fine living within life's rules.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Richie.
Thank you very much.
That was lovely. Really, really lovely. I, in fact, got texts from my parents saying that this is a really awesome track that you played. They love your music. And so many other people, in fact, from UDH staff members to other people have told me lovely music. Absolutely all around.
Well, tell them all I said thank you so very much. I appreciate it.
Of course. Yeah. And we will have much more of Richie Trotter right here on Bellarmine Radio very, very soon. And we have right now on air is Richie for one last segment. Hi, Richie.
Howdy.
It's been a blast this whole show for a second time in a row. I'm enjoying speaking with you. Hope you're feeling the same as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me back again. And yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
Awesome. And now, just before we get to the last track, Countryside paints a beautiful picture of rural life. How does the background influence the music you write?
Yeah, it's, influenced by the ever-changing landscape of Nashville, Tennessee. Like, I've lived there for just over a decade, and even since I've lived there, it's changed so much, and, the countryside's given way to, sky rises and asphalt, and it stinks. I'm from a little town in North Carolina called Asheboro, and it's all countryside. We lived out in the country, and that's just how I like it, It's so that's what this song's about, is just appreciating nature and getting out in the woods and out of the city.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. Songs about country life, or country living rather, from Johnny Cash to modern artists always resonate with listeners. Why do you think that the theme is so universal?
I think because they sing about, the life they actually live, and, people connect with the truth. That when things are truthful and you're singing about what you know, people connect with that. Mm-hmm. They can tell you mean it.
Right. Yes, That's true. And if you could describe the perfect setting for someone to listen to this track, where would it be?
I'd say it'd be riding out in the country, just seeing all the trees, riding through the woods and the sticks, and or like up in the mountains of North Carolina is another great just
Lovely.
Landscape to see when you're listening to the song.
Awesome. And would you like to introduce the final track that you'll be playing live, Countryside?
Yeah, absolutely. Song is called Countryside. It's a country pop rock song, and by Richie Trotter, myself, and the Motor Company.
Yeah, take it away, Richie.
There's a for sale sign in the yard of half the houses on my old street. They put up a Walmart 'cause Sue's Diner couldn't pay the lease. The place I bought my beer at 17 with a fake ID, well, it burned down. And these parking lots used to be spots where you take a girl on a Friday night. And
now you gotta drive 15 miles just to get away from the city lights. It's hard to watch the sunset over 4-story houses. And they paved highways that run straight through the mountains. My old stomping grounds I can barely recognize. The fact that this city used to be a town ain't dealing well with my countryside. There's so many faces now that I've never seen, since everything turned into blacktop from here to 53. They don't wave when they drive by, they ain't got the time to help you change your tire. You gotta go outside in those county lines just to see the pines. And it's hard to watch the sunset over 4-story houses. And they paved highways that run straight through the mountains. My old stomping grounds I can barely recognize. The fact that this city used to be a town ain't dealing well with my countryside. Well, how big is too big? I guess nobody knows, and I'm asking myself, should I stay, should I go? Oh, but this is my home. It's hard to watch the sunset over 4-story houses. And they paved highways that run straight through the mountains. My own stomping grounds I can barely recognize. The fact that this city used to be a town ain't dealing well with my countryside. Yeah, my countryside. Woo! Wish I could turn back time to my countryside.
Fantastic, awesome. That was really lovely, Richie.
Thank you, Elton. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, that was a blast. Hope you enjoyed this show.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
absolutely did, and would love to come back sometime.
Yes, you will be one of my first guests on the roster, in addition to a few others who I have been having a very good interaction with, so definitely one for the books.
Awesome. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much to Richie Trotter and the Motor Company.